So it's time for another part of playthrough from Tourist Trophy, last set of challenges. First challenge is very easy because this is, I might say, a little test drive of Honda NSR 400 racing version, and it's also a little challenge between myself and two other motorcyclists on auto ring, which is a nice race because you can clearly see that this race modified Honda NSR is not the fastest one, but in this particular challenge I had no problems with I might say its driving capabilities, steering, all of this. This challenge set on auto-ring was a very easy task, and thanks to this I acquired this particular motorbike, Honda NS400R race modified. And I chose to select number 42 for it, because why not? That's just a random number that have some meaning for me, I guess. Second challenge is again set in auto ring, but this time we are testing out Yamaha RZV, another racing bike from the 80s, another fast bike from the 80s, another also light bike, which means driving through those difficult sections, corners, would be a piece of cake, obviously. So judging by the fact that opponents do not drive so fast through those corners, although in Gran Turismo 4 and Tourist Trophy, artificial intelligence of drivers, all drivers in this game, were, for example, much more advanced than in Gran Turismo 3 and Gran Turismo Concept. However, it doesn't change the fact that this challenge was again a very easy one, so I acquired another motorbike for my collection. And for this particular motorbike I chose number 5 because I decided it was not such a bad idea. Third motorbike is Suzuki RG500 Gamma, another fast light racing bike from the 80s. And this is a very interesting bike with this beautiful blue and white color. It looks kind of amazing, perfect for, I don't know, I guess if you would have special snow tires for motorbikes, or I don't know, it would be great for a beautiful flight show near alpine areas. But back to the earth, I can honestly say that this motorbike is a great one. Might actually choose it for at least one event in Go Race mode in Tourist Trophy, because this is a fast and light bike, which means driving through difficult corners is not a problem. So here it is, another challenge is passed, and I got another motorbike for my collection. So for this particular motorbike I decided I could choose a number 85, judging by the fact that this motorbike was made in 1985, so why not? This particular bike could have this number. Now we are moving on to much more advanced challenges, because right now I'm driving a very fast bike from 2005, my favorite, Honda CBR 600RR race modified, a beautiful red and black motorbike with only I might say 600, those are not centiliters, pardon my English. Well, it's a fast bike, that's all I can say about that. And it can be seen during this challenge because only 30 seconds I only needed only 35 seconds to pass this challenge with this motorbike on Suzuka circuit. Just a little drive through those slaloms. And here it is, my favorite motorbike. And also it is a race modified edition. So I choose number 5. Another fast bike, another beautiful one, this time blue Yamaha YZF R6. This is another fast bike, fast, light, and have great steering. Also, it is a very fast motorcycle, so that means I would not have any problems with difficult opponents if I decide to use this motorbike for at least 1 or 2 events, race events in this game. So this might be a good idea. As you can see, I had no problems getting close again to a motorbike on the first place, and it was a Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R, if I'm not mistaken. Took me less than 50 seconds to pass this challenge and afford this particular motorbike. Those challenges are not very difficult, in my opinion, if I can easily afford all those motorbikes. For example, also this beautiful blue Yamaha R6. So, yes, after that I have Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R with a beautiful green color. Another challenge at Suzuka circuit. So this might be a bit difficult, but only just a bit, because I feel that opponents could be a bit placed a bit far away from me. Let's see how this could work out. Okay, this particular challenge took me over a minute, but what can I say? Few difficulties and faster opponents. But beside of that, I afforded another motorbike for my collection. A beautiful green Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R, race modified. Now, another beautiful, one of my favorites also, motorbikes, Suzuki GSX R600 Racing Edition. Another challenge at Suzuka circuit. For those 2 laps I have to overtake both of my opponents, but this particular challenge is a piece of cake, because honestly all I have to do is just drive fast through this those applied corners, the slalom to be precise, because this is actually a set of applied corners that looked like slalom section in Suzuka. And as you can see, this particular challenge could be a bit more difficult, but I've made it in just 50 seconds. Yeah, less than 50 seconds. That's a great recipe to afford very fast motorbike. So, another number 5, as it was made in 2005 to be precise. Beautiful, isn't it? Now we are moving again, this time to Fuji Speedway, version from the 90s, I don't know why. And now I'm choosing Yamaha XJR 1300. This is a very heavy bike, but as some of you might know, I like those types of bikes. You know, I like fast bikes, I like pocket bikes, and also like heavy street bikes, because honestly, it only matters if I can safely drive them on the street. Also, I like the 90s version of Fuji Speedway. However, I'm not surprised that this version was revealed in 2005. Well, it happens. Fuji Speedway was too fast for few drivers and few very horrific crashes happened on this track. So, safety regulations. Bye old Fuji Speedway. Such a shame. So this particular track was made in, I don't know, probably the 60s. But back then it was just a fast track. Then in the 80s they cut out a small section, which made this first corner very sharp. And then 90s edition with chicanes, and they still haven't met various safety regulations after a few more years. So track was closed in 2003 and rebuilt. That's why, for example, you ironically see it in Gran Turismo 4 Prologue, Gran Turismo 4, and then Tourist Trophy, and probably even Gran Turismo PSP, I don't know why. And then it was cut out of the game. While I was talking all this stuff, I afforded another motorbike, Yamaha XJR 1300 race modified. Great. Now it's time for another challenge, again at Fuji Speedway. But this time I'm using Suzuki GSX 1400 race modified from 2004. That was a bit different edition, I guess. Possibly it was a real one, not concept by Polyphony Digital. Well, one thing I can say about this particular challenge, I have Suzuki GSX 1400, which is a fast bike, not so much heavy, but it's fast enough. For this particular track is a great choice, and while I might have few problems with opponents, for example this rival, because he is blocking my way to the leader, I still made it. Now it's time for this difficult corner over here before chicane B in Fuji Speedway, on Fuji Speedway. Let's see how this could work out. Is there a chance to overtake him easily? I suppose. Yeah. Took me, I might say, almost 1 minute, 1/2 a minute. The whole challenge, 90 seconds, 1/2 a minute, but it's not a big problem, because still, I made it to the first place, and I acquired Suzuki GSX 1400 race modified. So I take number 14 for 1400, because this is 1.4 liter engine. So after this particular motorbike, it's time for another set of challenges. This time using again motorbikes with 1.3 liter engines. This time is Honda CB 1300 Super 4 in Fuji Speedway. Alright, chicane A. Let's see how this works out. Alright, so now chicane B. Easy overtake. Great, I won. Took me only 1 minute 20, I might say 22 seconds, let's be honest. That was a small difference. On the CB 1300 Super 4 Racing Modify. So, number 13. I'm not unlucky, but I chose this number because why not? It's a beautiful motorbike. Now another edition of this Honda motorbike, this time CB 1300 Super Bull Duor. I don't know how to pronounce it. Another challenge with another edition of Honda CB 1300 and another challenge on Fuji Speedway. So as you can see, the leader of this race is far away from me. This particular challenge could take, I think, about 90 seconds. Well, it happens. So I need to pass this rival, overtake him, and move on as fast as I can to chicane B, to overtake the leader. Let's see how this works out. Alright, steady. Fine. That's perfect. And it's done. Surely after those few seconds I will have over 1 minute 32 seconds. But again, I've made it with another motorbike on my way home. And this time is on the CB 1300 Super Bowl Duor Race Modified Edition. 1.3 liter engine, but I don't care. Number 5, as this motorbike was made in 2005. It is a concept by Polyphony Digital, in my opinion. Not such a big deal. Now, Kawasaki ZRX 1200 in 2005. Another challenge on Fuji Speedway. Perfect. Alright, so this time I got pretty close to my opponent, only 2 seconds of gap, so let's see how this works out. Easy overtake, basics of overtaking from Gran Turismo 4 Prologue. A perfect example, I might say. Less than 1 minute 20 seconds. Magnificent. And of course the price. Bike is a Kawasaki ZRX 1200R Race Modified from 2005, so select the number 5, because I don't mind it so much. A beautiful green sports bike. So, again, moving on to another Japanese track, but this time it is at Winning Motegi, my favorite track from way back when. Right now, I have a feeling that while checking out various stuff from Gran Turismo concept and such, I have a feeling that this daytime setting would be much better than sunset. But what can I say? At least they used it in Twinning Motegi Super Speedway, or rather Twinning Motegi Oval course. So this particular challenge is an easy one, because even though I had some problems during driving fast on those particular hairpins, and despite this particular situation also, I still made it in less than 1 minute. So Twinning Motegi is a completely different track when it comes to driving fast, but also, I guess, a great steering response, because you have to be fast. So I've made it in less than 55 seconds, less than 1 minute, and I got a race modified tramp speed triple. Again, a motorbike from 2005, so it gets number 5. Might be useful for at least one of those racing events I might pass later. Another challenge on Twinning Motegi Oval circuit, no, road course, my bad. MV Agusta Brutale, 910, my bad. Still a road course. Again, 2 opponents, one just for scene, as a decoration, I might rather say, and more difficult driver, far away. But on Twinning Motegi I can still catch up to him and overtake him easily in less than 35 seconds. And now it's just a matter of those 5 seconds, 4, 3, etc. And I've made it just by driving into this gravel. I passed this challenge. So the prize bike obviously is MV Agusta Brutale 910 Race Modified Edition. Another motorbike from 2005, so obviously number 5 again. So let's move on to the next set of challenges, I guess. This time it is a last challenge before time trials. Right now I am testing out race modification of American Buell Firebolt XB12R from 2005. This is a beautiful bike with those orange, I might say, orange rims, and this black and orange color. It is a beautiful bike, obviously, despite being an American bike, so it's a bit low revving engine. It's still a fast motorcycle and have great steering response. I mean, steering physics. That's how I should call it. And despite the fact that this particular challenge is a bit difficult, because again my opponent is far away from me, it doesn't change the fact that this particular challenge, as it is obviously the last one in expert difficulty, with expert license I mean, this is a nice, I might say also a warm-up, because after this particular challenge we have those unlockable after affording super licenses. And super licenses in polyphony digital games, obviously beside of Gran Turismo 1, means time trials. So obviously I took my time, over 1.5 minutes, but I've made it and got a beautiful, fast and also light American superbike, Buell Firebolt XB12R Race Modified Edition. So now it's time for time trials, use of the fastest racing bikes. First challenge is on BMW Motorrad K1200R Race Modified and this is a time trial around on touring. 1 minute 25 seconds and half a second, I mean 500 to 1000. This particular challenge is a very easy one because obviously this particular section in on touring is a tricky one, but if you memorize this track properly, you can clearly see that even in Tourist Trophy this track is, in my opinion at least, in comparison to Gran Turismo 1, nerfed. In comparison to Gran Turismo 1 and Gran Turismo 2, this track has been nerfed. So that means it is an easy one. And as you can see, I'm driving fast enough. Sure, I'm not the best driver when it comes to Gran Turismo 4 and Tourist Trophy, but it doesn't change the fact that this particular challenge is also not a very difficult one. Obviously, you need patience and some skills, because right now you are not racing with opponents. Right now you're only driving fast enough to pass this track right on time. As you can see, I've made it easily on my first try, despite the fact that I had a long break from Tourist Trophy after the last episode. But it doesn't change the fact that I got BMW or BMW Motorrad K1200R race modified by Polyphony Digital, a beautiful white, blue and black motorbike. So the next one is BMW Motorrad K1200S race modified edition with this, I might not say it's a beautiful livery, but Castro logo. I guess it looks amazing. Somehow, some ways it looks great. And also again, I need to pass it in 1 minute, faster than 1 minute 25 seconds, 500 to 1000. So just 25.5 seconds. Great. Just perfect. That's a great steering method, because I'm driving fast enough, I'm not losing speed, I'm using out in out technique. So I slow down, pass about half of this corner, and on the outside you just drive fast. Simple. That's how I got another motorbike for my collection, BMW Motorrad K1200 as race modified. I guess it should be pronounced BMW than BMW, at least in Germany. That's how I remember it was pronounced, BMW or BMW. So right now I have a set of the last challenges. Those are placed at bonus track, in my opinion, the only new track after Gran Turismo 4, and it's Circuit, oh no, wrong accent, Circuit de la Valenciana Ricardo Tormo. So right now I am again using another one of my favorite motorbikes, but this time it is Honda CBR 1000 RR race modified, and I have to pass this track in 1 minute 44 seconds, less than 1 minute 44 seconds obviously. Can I say this Valenciano circuit, Ricardo Tormo, is a beautiful one. I had absolutely no skills when it comes to a Valenciano circuit in Tourist Trophy, but I can honestly say at least I remember this track partially, not personally, partially from, for example, Squadra Corsa Alfa Romeo, or as some people might know it, Alfa Romeo Racing Italiano. Also, I possibly had the chance to make a little test drive in at least one part of MotoGP series made by Namco, possibly those editions from early 2000s. I don't know if it was MotoGP 3 or 4, but as you can see, despite the fact that this was my first try on this track, this challenge was not so difficult. I actually made it in 1 minute 42 seconds. And I got this beautiful red and black Honda CBR 1000 RR with this Tourist Trophy logo, obviously. So for this particular motorbike, I am choosing number 10 for 1000, 1 liter engine. Why not? Another challenge at Circuit de la Comunidad Valenciana Ricardo Tormo. This time I'm using Suzuki GSX-R 1000 race modified again. And this is a second try, obviously. Second or third, because I had some problems with this first corner. You know, you need to drive fast, just like with, I don't know, let's drive on Fuji Speedway. That's why, for example, you need all those license tests in Gran Turismo, Tourist Trophy, etc. For example, you also have driving school in Pro Rally or even GTA San Andreas, because you need to learn how to drive fast, when to brake, when to steer properly, and also this very popular technique out in out, which obviously helped many drivers and will help many drivers to not lose too much time during cornering. As you can see, while you are on the outside of the corner or hairpin, you can easily just speed up and drive fast enough to the next corner, etc. That's also a great method if you want to pass this track without any problems. Despite the fact that, as I said, I was not such a big fan of this particular track, and also I took more time also in my childhood, during my childhood and teenage years. I've played Gran Turismo 4, not Tourist Trophy. However, another challenge was passed. Easy enough. So I got Suzuki GSX-R 1000 race modified. Another number 10. Now another challenge again at Circuit de Valencia. This time Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R race modified. Race modified. Right now I had no problems with passing this first corner. It was easy enough. Thanks to this, I saved probably 1 or 2 seconds extra to my final result during this time trial. Let's see how this could work out this time. Magnificent. I've made it. Easy enough. And also made it faster than with the last bike. So 1 minute 40, almost 1 minute 42 seconds. Another motorbike unlocked, Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R. So obviously another number 10. So right now I have only 3 motorbikes to unlock in challenge mode. Right now I have Yamaha YZF R1. Again, time limit is 1 minute 44 seconds. But this is a fast bike, so I am not at all scared. This is a fast track. I can right now drive through it easily, because right now I have a feeling that I properly memorized this circuit, the Valencia circuit, Ricardo Tormo. Out in out. Perfect. So right now, only this long straight section to the finish line. 1 minute 40 seconds. Beautiful. That's how I got another motorbike for my collection. Yamaha YZF R1 race modified. Number 5, as it is from 2005 again. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Only 2 challenges left. Right now I have my favorite Aprilia RSV 1000R factory model, and it's also, a factory version, but this is race modified. Yeah. Again, another challenge time trial at Valencia circuit, but this time limit is 1 minute 46 seconds, which means obviously that this motorbike is not the fastest one in this game, but it doesn't change the fact that this is, in my opinion, the most beautiful, not only because of my favorite colors, that means black and red, but also because of the fact that, just like with Honda CBR, those motorbikes, Aprilia and Honda CBRs, are fast enough. They are beautiful, they are fast, and I also have a feeling that they have a magnificent engine sound. Yeah, because many motorbikes could have beautiful engine sounds. It's not only about speed, but also about this little flow of adrenaline. Let's see right now. Out and out technique, long straight section, and the finish line is here. Ironically, I've made this challenge in 1 minute 42 seconds, so it's not that bad. However, this time limit is a nice detail. It helps a lot. So, another number 10. obviously. And here is the final challenge, because obviously this is race modified edition, but this time I have Ducati 999R. If I'm not mistaken, this particular motorbike was used by Valentino Rossi in MotoGP season. So, another challenge at Circuit de Valenciana. Comunitat Valenciana Ricardo Tormo. Damn, that is a long name. I obviously knew this track only as Circuit de Valencia. Let's see. Gain time limit is 1 minute 44 seconds, so this particular challenge is, in my opinion at least, an easy one. Also because of the fact that time limit is the same as with previous bikes, but this particular bike is one of the fastest in my opinion. I might be wrong, but this motorbike is obviously a beautiful one, fast one, is light enough, and have a, I might say, frightening max speed of 330 kilometers per hour, at least in my opinion, close to that. 330 kilometers per hour max speed without any adjustments. So this particular challenge is obviously finished. Again, 1 minute 40 seconds. Not such a big deal. But I also made all those challenges, so in the next episode, after affording this Ducati 999R Race Modified Edition with number 9, I will check out all those race events that I can check out with all those bikes I afforded right now. So obviously I have one of the fastest bikes, the most iconic one, and also this is the end of this episode. Next time I will try to pass various race events for street bikes. Right now, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.